Sure was. Chaz Mostert, 3 from 3 in the finals. He's winner today. Will Brown with a brake charge back to second place, and Ryan Wood, our pole sitter, on the podium in third. Chazzy, it seems fair to say, or 3 on the trot at the home of horsepower. Take us through today. It was a huge performance from you in the Car 25 squad.
Yeah, hi Mitch. Thanks for having us here today. Yeah, look, last 3 wins have been all done a different way. So first one at Gold Coast was on pure pace. That car was unbelievable. Sunday of Gold Coast was a team strategy, and then today's win was because of my teammates. So yeah, overall I've been really lucky to have the support also in the garage and from the other car coming into this weekend. And yeah, I was just hanging on out there a little bit. I probably had a bit more tyre deg than what I would have liked. Just a few things we need to work on a little bit better for tomorrow, but 2 completely different tyres. But so stoked to punch a ticket to Adelaide. Had the same mental approach coming in here, try and win, but today was tougher than what I wanted it to be, especially when this fella beside me, just hearing the times he was rattling off at the end there is unbelievable. That's unbelievable car speed. So for this fella here to keep him off the best he did, and for the amount of laps he did, I thought he was actually going to hang on there for 1 second. So yeah, it was impressive watching and trying to make sure I didn't drive off the road at the same time. So yeah, what a finish to the race.
Very impressive from your whole team. Both WAU cars have been on fire lately. You know, it's been a topsy-turvy year at times. How rewarding is it to have both cars firing at this time of year?
Oh, it's everything. This is what we've focused on all year, the final series, and done different things throughout the year trying to focus on it. So it's really nice to not be at this part of the year still scratching the head and being able to put a really fast car together and also have me and Woody just keep pushing each other the way we do. He pushes me a lot harder than I'm probably pushing him. He's keeping me really young looking in the books and making sure that I'm getting the most out of myself. And no doubt I'll still have to do that even tonight going into tomorrow. So yeah, it's really love being with Walkinshaw Andretti United at the moment. The way the aspect is, it's really nice having a red hot teammate, and it's just cool to get the results. I'm so glad he was able to hang on for a podium, because obviously I think if he had the probably track position on me today, he probably would have disappeared on me. So yeah, he's a sacrificial lamb today, a bit like Thomas Randall. So thanks, brother.
You alluded to it there a minute ago. You've punched your ticket to the grand final. In 2 weeks, you will be going for a championship. How hungry is Chaz Mostert? How hungry is Walkinshaw Andretti United to go win a title?
Mate, I'm so hungry. I'm like a big boy that likes chocolate. So yeah, we'll get after it in these last 4, because obviously got the Friday as well in Adelaide. But Adelaide will be different than these other 2. You know, you only got the 1 tyre, I think, to focus on in there. So the mentality will be different. So it's really good to be on the soft tomorrow, and a lot of focus around that, because that will be the focus going to Adelaide. So it's nice for me to know I'm going to Adelaide, and I can probably work pretty hard with my engineer tonight, maybe have a bit more of a late one to make sure that we really have one last crack at making sure we try and nail that car, go Adelaide.
You are currently the top seed now. How important is it to be P1 when we get to Adelaide in a couple of weeks?
I'm not too sure if it's important or not, but I don't even know what the points gap goes in for the top 4. I mean, I'm guessing it'd be tighter than what the last 2 rounds would be, in theory. So if it's tighter, it's probably less important. It's just going to be probably the same mentality. I think if you're winning in Adelaide, you're probably winning the championship, as we've been able to see punching these tickets and getting through. So that will be the mentality to go there.
You'll be there with the orange numbers. We're looking forward to it. We're also always looking forward to seeing Will Brown race through the field. Boy, another show today. Congratulations on second place. Did you think you could get there from the grid today when you were 15?
No, to be honest, I thought it'd be pretty hard to get there today. You know, it wasn't easy starting 15th, and we got not a bad start. The first stint was pretty good. I think we got up to 9th or 8th, and then, yeah, the middle stint was mega. The car was really good, and then in the last stint, I knew if I brought him up, I'd be able to come back. I didn't even think then I had a shot at the podium, and then I got past Payne and Brodie, and then I noticed, you know, Brock was 5 or so seconds up the road. I noticed we were chipping that away pretty well. So, yeah, and then when I got Brock, I said, oh, it's like Maverick and Goose out there. He's got a wingman, so we're going to be hard here. And I knew Woody would make it hard. He did a fantastic job for the team. It's exactly what I expected when I got there. I was glad to get past him and get a couple more points. But, yeah, up to 3rd in the championship. Didn't think that'd be the case after our qualifying today.
That was a great scrap between you two towards the end. Take us through it as you're charging up towards them and trading paint on the way. A bit of fun to watch on TV. How was it behind the wheel?
Yeah, I guess for him it's probably nothing to lose. At the end of the day, he's playing the team game, which is, like I said, doing a really good job. For me, I probably had a fair bit to lose, so I was trying to work out how much I throw at it, and then in the end I thought, stuff it, I'm going to try and get him, and I sort of had to make sure that I got him and got clear, and he couldn't come back because I thought he's definitely going to give one back if he can. So yeah, got out of that corner and got a bit ahead, and I think he just turned in on me real hard, and yeah, just ran into me, but. I'm joking with him, but
It's still tomorrow.
But no, it was good. It was a good battle. Like I say, it was a lot of fun out there. Not only with him, but with all the drivers. It was a good time.
You're 9 points clear by my math of Matt Payne in 4th. You got a little bit more of a gap back to 5th. What's the plan tomorrow to make sure you stay safe and stay in that top 4 to go to Adelaide?
Plan is tomorrow just to do the best job I can. I've got to qualify a bit better. I either don't qualify and just take greens into the race. That might be a strategy, or I hopefully we have a better qualifying and up there. And I think we can race for a race win today. We nearly raced for a race win from 15th. So if we can qualify in the top 7-5, I think that we can really be in the hunt tomorrow. But my ultimate goal is just to get through the top 4. Anything can happen in Adelaide, and we've seen that at Gold Coast. We've seen it here. So it's just. I guess I've got to beat Cam and Matt right now.
Well, job well done today. Great charge back through the field. And Woody, starting from pole, it was a very active race for you. Ask Will about what it was behind the wheel in that battle. What was it for you trying to keep him behind you?
Yeah, it was a pretty fun race. It was a weird feeling. I thought the race was going way too well, and we had executed our plan really well, and getting Chazzy out in the lead, and I was just sort of sitting there and then sort of dropping off before the pit stops just in case there was like a safety car and stuff like that. So we're sort of running our race, and then the last stint I felt really, really strong, and felt like I had really good car speed, and sort of felt like Feeney was having a crack there a couple of laps, so I would have a crack, and felt like we were covering him, and then all of a sudden Rich was, talking about Brown, and I was like, oh, here we go again. So once he got to me, I made it pretty difficult, and probably made it more difficult than I normally would, just so, Chazzy could have a little buffer going into those last 3-4 laps. So, happy with our car speed today, and just so stoked for the guy next to me. There's, no one more that deserves to fight for a championship this year than him. So, super excited for tomorrow and for the rest of the year. And, this is, what I'll be doing. So I'm excited.
You talked about it a little bit, like helping Chaz out. Was that the plan with giving the front row lockout today to make sure you did your best for 25?
No, I still wanted to try and win the race, but I knew deep down that, making the team and my life actually easier for tomorrow is getting Chaz the win today. So, we did that, and that was the plan. It wasn't really the plan, but it was the plan in my mind. I knew that if we can get car 25 in, then, we can be a lot more aggressive tomorrow and look towards, trying to put a bit of car speed and hopefully convert into a win for me tomorrow or another trophy. So, I'm stoked to convert after the last 2 rounds being pretty difficult, but just to, see the car speed that we've rolled out with time and time again, I think is probably the most exciting part for me and Chaz. And I think he was managing it a lot more than he probably says so out there, and probably had a bit more speed than I did at stages. So I still feel like we have a lot to tune up overnight to sort of be faster than Brownie, but we'll see how we go.
Pretty cool team player aspect from a young fellow like yourself. But the last 3 rounds, leading at Bathurst, on pole at Gold Coast, on pole here today, finals or not, it must be a great confidence boost for you seeing you're at the front the last few rounds at this time of year.
Yeah, I would have loved to have been in the finals, and, it sometimes hurts more when you have a speedy car and do the things like we did today. So, hindsight's a beautiful thing, and we'll just be better next year as a whole group. For myself, there's a lot that I need to work on to, be the complete package and really fight for, hopefully many championships to come. But I'm just proud of our group, the way we keep bouncing back and showing that, all the tough hurdles that we have to face, we still jump over and jump over them pretty high and come back swinging. So it's been really cool. Couldn't think of a better group to do it with. And just special to, share the garage with someone that I've always looked up to and sort of learn off. And I feel like we work really well together, like Chaz was touching on about pushing each other. And, we do it with a smile on our faces and really just enjoy the time, we have. And it's just a real privilege, to be honest.
Very cool to watch. Very enjoyable as well. Congratulations to you as well. Open up to the room for journalists.
Got me teary.
Will, we saw you, Will. Yesterday, Will, we saw you in the paddock handing out some brown paper bags to a couple of drivers in the paddock. You found that helped out for you today?
I gave Woody one, and friggin' he didn't even help me. So
You should have seen how big the brown paper bag Chaz gave me was.
yeah, that's right. Yeah. No, it didn't work out, did it?
Woody, was there a dollar amount that you would have moved out of Will's way?
Well, if he actually put money in it, I probably would have. The tight
What would
ass,
the amount
but,
be? What would the amount be?
Well, Chaz knows. Ask him.
Can't disclose it.
Will, in all seriousness though, Triple Eight, I believe they've wrapped up the Teams Championship once again today. It's obviously been a fantastic year for the team. Just your thoughts on wrapping up the Teams Championship?
Yeah, it's great for the team. Obviously, we aim for that every year. It's something that's very special to the team as well. And yeah, it's awesome to do it a round before the end. Obviously, both of us are working to try get through to that top 4 and have 2 cars in the top 4. But yeah, it's awesome by the team. Obviously, this year hasn't been great for me, to be honest. I'm pretty disappointed in our title defence so far, but we've still got the opportunity to try and win it with the way the new system plays out. So yeah, it's fantastic that we're still in it, and had a great drive today. I think we can go out there and try and win tomorrow and really put ourselves in a good shot. But yeah, it's cool for the team to get it.
Obviously, qualifying today didn't work out your way. Did that sort of stoke a fire to really put your best foot forward in the race and really sort of establish yourself on this title race?
Yeah, I just do the same thing every race, try and pass cars, and luckily today we had a really good car. I feel like I've had a lot of practice at passing lately, so yeah, it just sort of all came together. But yeah, it's, you know, I feel like I drive every race the same. I would have had just as much fire in my belly. If I started off pole, I would have been trying to win the race. So it's just, I think we all go out there no matter where we qualify and try and do the best job we can.
Just further to that, Will, though, is there almost like some confidence growing that doesn't matter almost where you qualify, that you will be able to get an okay result, given how you have been able to make ground?
It seems that way. Like we got turned around at Gold Coast, came back to 5th, and then we didn't have as good of a race in the second one, 18th to 8th, but we generally moved forward. But the biggest thing with qualifying is, yeah, we're going to move forward, but you're putting yourself at high risk. You're qualifying in that area. You know, there's a crash up front, you end up in a pile up, anything like that. It's always the safest place is to start off pole. So, you know, I'm still out there trying to qualify on pole. Obviously, it's not working out, but, you know, tomorrow's a new day. Who knows what could happen?
Chaz, just further to what you said earlier, so tomorrow is more for you a chance to learn for Adelaide than about trying to be first in the points or whatever in the points?
Yeah, it'll take a bit of the pressure off tonight, especially how we debrief and what we'll try to roll out a little bit stronger tomorrow. So, like Woody touched on, you know, I don't think we had the speed of this guy beside us today. So we need to, you know, like any race team, you want to regroup overnight and you want to come out stronger tomorrow. And if there's a way we need to tune the cars tonight, we'll have a bit of a crack at that. So it's a beautiful thing about punching the ticket early in the weekend. It lowers the risk for us if we do make a step back. But yeah, we didn't feel like I had the Saturday car that I had at Gold Coast on performance-wise. I think Brownie kind of had that today. So it's obviously super tough. The tracks are slightly different. Yeah, we'll just have a bit more of a tune tonight. Like the 2 tyres are so different. Like you got one that comes in with no tread on it and the other one with plenty of tread on it. So it's pretty crazy to how this whole year is and how you're trying to set the cars up around 2 different things. And I think as we come to this finals, we've probably executed that one of the best as a teams of what we've been trying to focus on and share that load. So like I said, at Adelaide, it's 1 tyre. So it's a lot of focus into tomorrow.
And Ryan, so do you feel like, yeah, you don't have to be the wingman tomorrow. You've got a free rein to hopefully add to the win tally?
Yeah, I think so. I think, you know, I'd love to sit here and say that I think we can win tomorrow. But like Chaz just said, I think there's faster cars at the moment in race trim than ours. And, you know, we've got to probably work a little bit harder than we would have liked. You know, when you win the race and have a car in third, you usually wouldn't tune too much. But I feel like we need to go and find something overnight, and I think that's exciting for our group because, you know, each time we've sort of been doing that, we you know, sort of move forward. So I'm I'm excited for tomorrow. I feel like, if we can qualify well, I don't think if I started 15th, I'd finish second. So we need to start up the front and be able to, execute a good race. Today we really did that, and just happy to bounce back.
Will, can you explain or give us any insight into why qualifying is such a struggle for you at the moment?
I reckon you can explain that. If I could explain it, I'd fix it. It's just one of those things. Like, we've looked so much into it. You look into it, and we know it's been our deficit. I guess we've spoken about it all year. If we could put our finger on it, you'd fix it. But right now, it's been all different reasons. I feel like today we struggled a little bit with other things than just driving. Other days I've made mistakes, and all different things. So it hasn't just been one thing over the last pretty much 6 months of poor qualifyings. But we just got to piece it together. Sometimes you get on a roll at the end of the day, and sometimes you don't. Feel like we're down at the bottom of the hill right now, and hopefully we can climb our way out.
Thanks.
Last call. I think that wraps us up. Or Zach, go ahead.
Chaz, if you find yourself in a position where you and Woody are out the front of the field again tomorrow, given that you're locked in, do you repay the favour and maybe help out Woody to try and get another race win?
Oh, I've just seen this guy defend this guy next to me pretty good. So if this guy's coming at the same pace again tomorrow, then he thought the young buck was hard to get past. So we'll see how we go when he tries to come up with a bit of experience.
What are you trying to say? Woody's not good.
Well, I thought you did the best job I've ever seen, but now I've got to just dig deeper.
Yeah, you just paid out Woody for no reason.
Yeah, look at Brownie. You thought he turned in.
Yeah.
You know there's a couple of dams down there at 4A.
Yeah, it's disappointing you've won. I can't even say you're still through.
I think it's a good note to wrap it up on. Congratulations, guys, on today's Saturday, the Penrite Oil Sandown 500.